Defending the BJP manifesto, Piyush Goyal, National Treasurer and Member of Parliament of the Rajya Sabha, Sanjay Jha of the Congress Party taking him on, Derek O'Brien on whether he's impressed with what the BJP is promising for centre-state relations, very radical, and Naresh Gujral, of course, on whether he agrees. Now, I know what Piyush Goyal is going to say. Piyush Goyal is going to say, we talk so much about development, but you start about the divisive issues. But I'm surprised, and I must ask this question to Naresh Gujral right at the start, because I like to ask the straight question. Here is a party that seems to be abridging the hard Hindutva component of the manifesto. And Piyush, please, I'll come back to the economy development issues. But while they do that, they add one line, that India shall remain a natural home for persecuted Hindus, and they shall be welcome to seek refuge here. Not persecuted Sikhs, not persecuted Parsis, not persecuted Muslims, not persecuted Jains, not persecuted Christians, but only persecuted Hindus. Why? Naresh Gujral is a BJP ally from Punjab. You agree with that? You agree with the wording of that?
Look, every political party has a right.
But do you agree with that? I know they have a right.
Its own case. Let me finish. Now, when it comes to the NDA, this is not the NDA manifesto.
Okay.
This is the BJP manifesto.
Okay, point taken.
And the NDA, like the last time...
So you don't agree with it, in other words. Derek O'Brien is smiling. Derek, why is smiling?
I am saying basically...
I'm smiling. I'll tell you what. No, I'm smiling.
NDA will meet and we will have a common minimum program.
No, but why is Derek O'Brien smiling?
All these issues would then be debated and then decided.
Because half your question, which you might have asked me, has already been answered by Naresh Gujral.
Which is?
The two so-called big manifestos, I'll tell you, this BJP manifesto, and earlier they released the Congress manifesto. Both, these are only a theoretical discussion or no, for two reasons.
Theoretical?
One reason is that there will be no Congress government. Yes, I'll tell you why it's theoretical. It's theoretical till 16th of May, you can discuss it. Because the BJP manifesto will not be implemented, neither will the Congress manifesto be implemented. So it doesn't matter when the BJP releases it.
Come on now, you don't trivialize it, Derek O'Brien, at the start of the debate. You don't trivialize it. Don't trivialize
I'm not trivializing, I'm serious. I'm serious. I'm very serious.
We are here to discuss
I'll tell you what
the BJP manifesto. And I asked a question on that entire issue, which by the way, Piyush Goyal is quiet on. Do you notice? Piyush Goyal is quiet on it. He started looking at which part of the manifesto.
I'm not disruptive like some of your other panelists.
Let me make one point.
My turn.
I have not... You asked me to answer a question. You said, why am I smiling? Because I said both the BJP and the Congress manifesto are theoretical. They will not be implemented after the 16th of May because the BJP will not get 273 seats, nowhere close to it, nor will the Congress. So what are we discussing?
No, but it's a very critical issue. We are a secular nation. We are a secular nation. And the BJP manifesto says we are a natural home for persecuted Hindus. Only Hindus.
What secular nation are you talking about, Arnob, where the prime ministerial candidate of the BJP has blood on his hands? What are you talking about BJP being secular? What are you talking? The prime ministerial candidate, Mr. Narendra Modi, has blood on his hands.
Piyush Goyal is responding. One second, Piyush Goyal. No, one second. Let's stay with the manifesto.
The Congress.
We stay with the manifesto. Piyush Goyal is responding.
Supreme Court of India. I think Derek and other colleagues of his can live in a cuckoo's world. The nation has made up its mind. They are looking for an honest leader, a development-oriented leader, and a leader whose track record is of delivery. That is the leader that Narendra Modi is. This manifesto reflects the BJP's confidence that should it come into power in the next 1 month, which the people have already in many opinion polls reflected that it will, you will see a government that is honest.
I see you dodge the question.
Implements its policies, and that ultimately reaches development to the poor man on the street. It reaches development to all four corners of India.
Sure, development. But I saw you're dodging it.
That the people are waiting for so many.
No, I see. I'm going to go on every issue today, by the way. Every issue. And I have said before, that I find that the BJP manifesto on issues, several issues, is very comprehensive, far more comprehensive than the Congress manifesto, which, by the way, you know, Sanjay Jha says this has been lifted from the Congress manifesto. We'll debate that as well. But I found today Naresh Gujral ducking and Piyush Goyal avoiding the question on why a secular country becomes a natural home for people of one religion, persecuted people from one religion. I thought we were a secular country that does not differentiate on the basis of religion. How does we are not a theocratic state.
Arnab, you have to see the context.
What is the context?
You have to see the context.
So tell me the context. Then we'll get the Congress to respond.
The context is that the Hindus in Pakistan and Bangladesh, the two neighboring states, have been persecuted, have suffered deeply at the hands of our neighbors. The present Congress government has completely failed.
You have, show me one place.
International relations.
Okay, one minute. Show me one place. Sanjay Jha raises his hand.
Therefore, that sentence is in the context
you are telling me
of Indian origin, the Hindus who are suffering in both these neighboring states.
You are telling me the context
of their government.
You are telling me the context here. I can tell you, did you expect equal concern over violence directed at the Rohingya Muslims in Myanmar, where they are a religious minority also in the northeast? You did not. So the question is, why is preferential treatment given to people from one religion? You see, principally, is this in line with the Constitution of India? Is this in line with the Constitution of India?
The Hindus who are suffering, the Constitution of India
doesn't matter.
Does not talk about the people of Indian origin living abroad.
The Constitution of India says
the issue. The fact is that Indians living abroad, because they are Hindus, are being persecuted.
Piyush Goyal.
That is the segment of society that we have tried to address.
That's your argument. You have a right to have it. And Sanjay Jha raises his hands in objection. Yes, Sanjay Jha.
Arnab, you should have asked Mr. Gujral. It's not just about the Hindus persecuted from abroad coming into India. What about the Sikh farmers who have been harassed and driven out of Gujarat back into Punjab? That's an issue that Mr. Gujral should answer, because his prime ministerial candidate so far is at least the chief minister of the state. But to answer your question, this is nothing but a cut, copy and paste job.
Oh, come on. Now, are we going to go into that?
I will repeat it again.
Are we going to go into that cut and paste copycat argument?
It's a copycat manifesto. No, I will tell you. I'll give you an example.
Did you copy the part about 100 cities from Narendra Modi's model of governance?
No other argument.
Whether it's manufacturing. No,
when they have no argument on substance,
let me answer. Down to the panchayat, having Arnab, is this an open debate? Is this an open debate?
Yes, it is an open debate. But I have something to say.
Interrupt me, I can promise.
No, it is an open debate, but I have something to ask for all of you.
I can do a very good job.
Let's do an open debate by consensus.
No,
one sec. One minute. Sanjay Jha, I want to put something.
Yeah,
I want to put something to all of you. Sanjay, 1 minute. Sanjay, 1 minute. Just 30 seconds.
Barring Ram Mandir, barring Article 370, barring uniform civil code, there is nothing. There's not a single original big idea in the BJP manifesto. It is nothing but a piece of sham. It is an attempt to try and hijack the Congress manifesto and give it a development spin, when the truth is it is nothing but a Hindutva agenda. And by the way, Mr. Modi putting it on the 41st page doesn't make a difference. You heard the comment of Mr. Amit Shah when he said revenge. You are aware of the tickets being given to Muzaffarnagar.
Are we talking about Amit Shah? We discussed Amit Shah last night.
And you have heard.
We discussed Amit Shah last night. We're discussing the BJP manifesto.
The BJP spokesperson who said this is the mood of the nation. No, I'm saying that the Hindutva agenda of the BJP has not changed because of the manifesto.
Independent India has
one second. Okay, can I put one thing which I rarely do? I never do it, but I'm going to say. No, 1 minute. Sanjay, 1 minute, please. Sanjay. Okay, you know what? A lot of people are watching Newshour tonight and they have expectations. So I'm going to do something I never do. I never allow my panelists to determine. I have never done it. Last 8 years, I've never allowed the panelists to determine the flow of the debate. I'm making that option today. So 3 issues have come up right now. Derek O'Brien is thinking, what's happening? I never even did that on my quiz show. The question is this, please. 1 minute. There are 3 arguments. One is the copycat argument. One is the copycat argument. Okay. The second is this Hindutva argument, back to hardcore Hindutva. But there is also the more critical issues of what is in the BJP manifesto. Now, gentlemen, you tell me. My view is we can start by discussing the copycat argument and the Hindutva argument. I'd say, can we spend a few minutes? Okay, third one. Okay, so Derek O'Brien picks up number 3. Number 3. We all go with Derek O'Brien's argument, then we discuss the BJP manifesto.
Hear me out.
No, you agree?
No.
You want to...
I will tell you. See, the BJP, yes, I'll tell you, you call it copycat, you call it BJP Congress. This is, someone said on the panel, it's the perfect, Mr. BJP spokesperson said it's the perfect document. The Congress spokesperson said imitation is the best plum of flattery. I will say this is hypocrisy on both sides. Let me give you one example. I can give you 20 examples. Let me give you one. Where the words do not matter, the action matters. Both those parties, including our party, all want the women's reservation bill. All have mentioned it in their respective manifestos. 33% reservation for women. Now, you look at the Trinamool Congress's manifesto. We also say 33%. 27% of our Lok Sabha candidates are...
Please, this is not an advertisement for the Trinamool Congress.
Party, big talk.
There you go again.
Big
you know,
talk.
You make this about the Trinamool Congress. Everything is not about the Trinamool Congress.
Listen to the big talk.
No, please, I know you're an important party,
it's
but
about
please.
BJP and Congress. BJP and Congress. Arey, listen to me, Arnav, please. Let me give you the numbers. Lok Sabha seats for women, BJP, the number is 15%.
Am I discussing that?
Sorry, Congress.
But are we discussing that?
To do a commercial.
BJP,
are we discussing
BJP,
that?
the number
Okay, now I take away. No, I made a mistake. I made a mistake.
Yes,
I made a mistake. No, Derek O'Brien, I'm not going to let you run away with the subject that you want to debate.
Arnav, I have to make a bigger point. Arnav, I'm staying with the subject.
30 seconds.
What you write
30
in your
seconds to complete your bigger point.
Happens, BJP, yes, 20 seconds. BJP seats given to women 8%. Congress seats given to women 15%. They promise in the manifesto women's reservation bill 33%. So there's a lot of bunkum. You do, show us by doing, not writing it only in your manifesto.
Okay, 1 minute now, Derek.
10 more examples.
Now, Derek,
of that,
1 second, please.
Be it on...
1 minute, please. Now, 1 minute, please. I'm now snatching back the right.
Everybody
I made a mistake.
To do what the law
I have made a terrible mistake by allowing the panelists to determine what they want to debate. And there, Derek O'Brien said it's a great opportunity to run away and make this a Trinamool Congress show. 1 minute, Derek, just stop. The big issue I pick up now from the BJP manifesto, Piyush Goyal. Just a minute. The BJP manifesto raises the issue of center-state relations, tries to put a wonderful sop for people like Mamta Banerjee, Jayalalitha, Mayawati, saying, you know what, it's not, it almost sounds like Kejriwal saying, I don't want to be chief minister, hum chief minister nahi banenge, sab log chief minister banenge. उसी तरह से बीजेपी क्या कहती है, कहते कि नरेंद्र मोदी मुख्यमंत्री नहीं बनेगा, टीम इंडिया एक तरह से बनेगी. So we'll build a team India which will include chief ministers and other functionaries, equal partners. Nice little pipe dream, but will Derek O'Brien, are you impressed? Will it impress you, Jayalalitha, Mayawati?
Listen to me. Listen. We made our stance very clear. We are absolutely sure the so-called federation of the power of the federation, it will be the federal front which will be determining the manifesto after 16th of May.
Again, you're making it about the Trinamool Congress.
Team India.
Piyush Goyal. What was this?
I talk about cricket.
Okay, now
I think we need to bring the topic down to the
cricket
manifesto.
Is no more bombs.
No, 1 second. We are bringing the topic down to the manifesto, and the first question I ask out there, goes to Sanjay Jha also, and Piyush Goyal coming to you. Sanjay Jha, you know what the fact is? What is the Congress?
I never got a chance to answer.
Okay, Piyush Goyal. What's the idea on center-state relations?
Look, you have always been trying to criticize Modi for not being democratic enough, and I always told you, he's the most democratic leader. He's a leader who takes people along. This is a reflection of Mr. Modi's style. He does not believe in micromanaging personally. He believes he has to set the guiding principles and the policy framework and take people along as he works. You will see in this manifesto, just like you define a manifesto as a declaration of policy and aims issued by a party, this manifesto today has brought to fore what are the imminent challenges before the nation.
No, center-state relations, what's the idea?
Them. The price rise issue, the corruption issue, the unemployment issue. Then we've set the framework, the perspective of getting the framework right, how we will operate the government, what we will do with judicial reform, police reform and administrative reform.
Center-state relations.
Then we talked about widening the platform.
Center-state
and
relations.
finally talked about the future.
You're giving
what
him a
is
chance.
it that the last man on the street,
You're giving him a chance
what
to
is
do a
required
free
for the
ad. No,
poor man?
center-state relations.
Our focus is the poor man. Antyodaya.
You know,
you're not answering the question now, Piyush Goyal.
He's giving an election speech.
Piyush Goyal, I protest. I protest, Mr.
He's not answering
Goyal. I
the question,
protest,
he's
Mr.
dodging
Goyal.
This manifesto
I protest, Mr.
addresses-
Goyal. Mr. Goyal, I protest.
Manifesto
Mr. Goyal.
addresses the poor man's concern.
You can write a
And I
poem
think
from
Mr. Goyal,
Saturday and Leisure. Please
for a
don't
new
waste the time of
government to
news.
take
No, Mr. Goyal, Goyal, my question was on center-state relations. And why are you getting nervous, Sanjay? Because you know what? No, one sec. Sanjay,
that's
just
the framework.
No.
That is the framework.
Why are you
we have
allowing
set.
him to
That having
launch
been
a
chief
TV
minister
campaign
for
here?
12 years,
This is not a
and
TV
the only
commercial.
candidate with
Every
experience
time you
of
give him
running
a
a
chance,
state.
he sings a long,
Having run
kind
the
of
state for 12
generous
years
praise for
in
Mr.
an
Modi. Get
efficient
on with the
manner.
job. What's in your
He is the
manifesto?
person who knows
Piyush,
the
what is
agony of the
original in your
state
manifesto
chief
which is
minister,
not in the Congress
and he will carry
manifesto?
them along
And
to
by
run
the
a
way,
good
who
government.
copies whom? The one who comes second copies the one who came first. Let us establish the logical rules. If you followed us,
Mr.
you copied
Modi
us. It's simple and
and other
straightforward.
BJP
I think the whole
leaders-
country saw that. Give me one original idea. Other than Ram
am telling
Mandir,
you-
which you had in 1990s.
I am telling you
Uniform
here-
Civil Code you had in the
I am-
1990s. Other
No,
than-
one second,
other than
Sanjay.
1 minute, Article 370 in
Sanjay, is
1990s.
this not an
What is the
original
one
idea?
big Original idea.
No,
There's
Sanjay, 1
nothing
minute.
that I saw.
Sanjay, 1 second.
Thank
Sanjay,
you, we are very flattered you copied us.
hold yourself
But
back,
please don't lie
Sanjay.
to the nation
Hold
as your
yourself
own,
back, Sanjay. Let
big
me
copyright.
please. Hold yourself back a minute, please. Look at this. Look at it from the prism of somebody in the states.
Sure.
Somebody in the states is going to say, I have two options to link up with two parties. One party, let's assume all things given equal, Congress and BJP get the same number of seats. Incredible, won't happen. We all know that. Hypotheses, however, are very interesting in political analysis. And then the person in the states, now see the people start smiling again. I don't know what you're smiling at. I say it's a hypothesis. 1 second. Now here's a question here today, right?
Well, usually hypothesis has some base. I
Fine.
don't know what base you get this hypothesis
Fine,
from.
it's a hypothesis in the clouds. Let me make the hypothesis nevertheless.
Piyush,
Okay, now...
you have repeatedly won the opinion polls in general
Well, it's nice
elections.
to
We have
dream once
repeatedly
upon a
won the
time,
elections.
brother.
let me know.
Take a deep breath. Relax.
Sanjay, can I
There is
between...
no more opinion polls between now and May 16th. So
All right.
relax, Piyush. Take it
1
easy.
sec. Sanjay, Jha, you never know, there may
Well,
be...
the people
1
of
second.
India have won the election.
The question
and the
is
people
this.
of India
The
are
question is
answering your
this.
performance.
The question, listen to me, gentlemen. The question is this. Someone in the state says, BJP is far more friendly to me. Because what does the Congress say? The Congress say, take more burden. Fund we make the flagship programs at the center, you fund them on your own. So Mamata Banerjee, for example, already burdened wants actually a number of SOPs from the center. On the other hand, you tell her fund the programs. We imagine the programs, we fund it to you. On the other hand, the BJP manifesto talks about far greater consultation and power to the states. You are not conciliatory to states. The BJP is conciliatory to states. The BJP is practical and you are not. Now, whether or not you can argue the BJP will not do this after they come to power. But the fact is they've laid it out. You haven't. They laid it out, Sanjay, you didn't.
Arnav,
So sour
I'll
grapes
give you
for you.
one example of how the Congress-led UPA actually has created more decentralization and devolution of power to the states than the BJP.
Naresh
ever
Gujral will
can. I'll
respond
give
to
you
this
an
one.
example. On the FDI in multi-brand retail, we actually said the states will have the freedom to determine whether they want FDI
Because you
in the
lacked
state
a
or not.
political consensus,
Same in
be honest.
NCPC, imagine a critical law.
Come on, Mamata Banerjee walked out. What are you saying?
National Counter-Terrorism Center
My God.
was hijacked.
Oh my God.
What are you
Was
saying,
hijacked
Sanjay
by-
Jha?
1 second, but hijacked
What
by
say?
the
What are you
opposition
saying?
parties.
I thought Naresh Gujral
1
will
minute.
respond
On
before
the
Derek
goods
O'Brien
and
comes in.
services tax. 1 minute. GST was not allowed to be passed.
Don't
by
tell
the-
me about
by Mr.
GST.
Modi's own Gujarat government.
Okay, counters coming.
Let me tell you, end of day, the truth is,
Two counters.
is the BJP
Two counters
saying that
coming.
they will allow the states to determine
Naresh
foreign
Gujral,
policy?
1 second.
What does the devolution
No, 1
mean?
second. Just because
We have
Naresh Gujral is
practiced it.
two
We have
counters. No,
practiced
three
devolution and
counters. 1 second.
decentralization of
1
power.
second. Can we go
And
one
as
in
the
order?
BJP,
Can I
why
just
are they scared of FDI and multi-brand retail?
Can I go first with permission to the... I see, I'm being so democratic today. I'm taking your permission. I'm saying, can I go with your permission, Piyush Goyal and Derek O'Brien, to the most restrained member of this panel?
Today you are
Who-
behaving like a congressman, Arnav. Arnav, for a change, you are behaving like a congressman
Dream
by being
on,
democratic.
dream on, dream on. is all I'll say
Arnab
to
is
you.
not a dishonest person. Please do not insult Arnab
Please,
Goswami.
let me tell you,
He's not available for sale like your Congress government.
I have no interest. The interest is
Why
that of
doesn't
news.
the BJP
and
have
I'm
a sense of humor?
Okay,
Please
fine.
laugh once in a while. Don't look so grumpy, man.
Okay, 1 second. Nobody's looking grumpy. Okay, 1 second. Now, you trust Sanjay Jha when he says that? Sanjay Jha says we have done more for states, or what the BJP Modi has promised on center-state relations, a lot of bunkum. He hasn't used the words, but essentially that's what he said. Naresh Gujral's turn to respond. I saw two other hands go there. Naresh Gujral.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
The economy debate,
In fact,
Sanjay
economics is
Jha.
what I'm looking
Because
for.
I want to debate unemployment. I want to
Arnab,
debate
they are
price
running away
rise.
from the country.
I want to debate inflation. You are running away from it.
policy making. They have
I'm
run
your
away from
captive prisoner.
decision
Ask me
taking.
whatever you like.
They have run away from managing the economy.
So I bring the debate on economy.
This government has been the worst government independent in India.
Mr.
ever
Goel,
saw.
Mr.
The
Goel,
highest level of corruption,
a
highest level of
government that gives you close to
the
7.5%
worst-performing government
GDP
that
for 10
India ever
years
saw.
is the highest
The
of
people will
any
throw out this
government in
government,
10 years.
give it
Mr. Goel, how
marching
can you
orders,
lie to the people of India?
and I think it's time
Mr. Goel, you can't
that
lie to the
people
people
look for
of
a government
Newshour.
that does
The
not
Okay, 1
highest
minute.
growth rate ever registered
Gentlemen,
by any government
and this
post
government
1947
has only
has
given
been the
rights and
Congress-led
acts.
UPA. You
What
cannot
Modi
lie about
promises
it.
Gentlemen,
we have
action.
lifted
What
140
Modi
million
Gentlemen,
people
honesty.
out
Gentlemen,
of
1 minute.
poverty.
1 minute. Who's
It's a reality. You can't
speaking the
challenge
truth
that.
and who's lying?
No, Arnab.
No, 1 second.
I cannot allow Piyush Goel to get away with some empty
Yeah,
rhetoric
but 1
on
second.
this channel because I have facts to substantiate
1 minute.
them.
Now, Sanjay, we all have facts. By the way,
This
I
has
like
been the
facts.
best
Well, we would like
I
to
love
learn
facts.
some
in
facts.
India's
I love
As
facts.
economic growth
Piyush
got
Goel, just a
fallen
minute.
from
Sanjay Jha, both of you calm down for a minute, please.
No,
Just calm down for a minute.
no,
1 second,
As
1
foreign
second.
exchange
I plead with you. I request
We
you,
have
calm
been
down.
the best
External debt
performing
not gone
government
up.
in
I'm saying
force in
calm
the
down.
What's happening to
history.
current
I'm saying calm down. 1 minute.
What's happening to jobs?
1 second.
What's
Piyush.
happening to farmers?
Well, do you know the current account
What are you
deficit,
doing
Mr. Goel?
about
Sanjay Jha, 1 minute.
Do you know the current account deficit today?
Moved right.
Now,
are you not
International
harassing
economists have
taxpayers?
called India as the only emerging market.
I have a
that has
flip.
got
I
the
have a
foreign
flip.
exchange
I
rate
have a
stable in the
flip.
shortest
Gentlemen,
period of
1
time.
minute. I
Where
have
are
something
facts,
very
Piyush?
important to say. Will you both let me please? And Piyush Goel, just give me a minute. Please give me a minute. I have something very important to say. 1 second. We all say jobs are required. But you know what? Be consistent on facts, okay? In January, and Sanjay, listen to this. I'll play a tape now. It's very of great consequence. In January at the AICC, Rahul Gandhi says we created 14 crore jobs. Today at 4 o'clock, he says we created 15 crore jobs. No. I know. I'm playing the tape now. I'm playing the tape. Here's the tape. Here's the tape.
inflation
Here's the
effect.
flip. 1 second. Let's listen.
गरीबों की लड़ाई लड़े हम, इस बात को आप मानते हो? 14 करोड़ लोगों को हम गरीबी रेखा से निकाल कर लाए, खड़ा कर दिया हमने इनको, 14 करोड़ लोगों को। ये इतिहास में पहले कभी नहीं हुआ है। 10 साल में कांग्रेस पार्टी ने 15 करोड़ लोगों को गरीबी से निकाला। ऐतिहासिक काम है, छोटा काम नहीं है। पहली बार इतिहास में 15 करोड़ लोग गरीबी से निकले। कैसे निकले? मनरेगा, करोड़ों लोगों को हमने रोजगार दिया।
Okay, so that's the flip of the day. Now, who's right and who's wrong, Sanjay? And by the way, neither 14 crore nor 15 crore. The number is 13.84 crore. You
I
add
am right.
1.16
I am
crore
right.
figures.
1 minute, Arnab, you were
1 second.
saying. Now you were saying jobs. He's not talking about jobs.
Oh, he's
saying
not talking jobs. वो तो नौकरी की बात कर रहे थे. 1 second, Piyush Goel.
Out of poverty.
Piyush.
And contributing.
Oh, please.
Contributing
Oh,
to that
please.
development
Oh, please,
the role of
please,
Manrega.
please,
I think this
please.
is fundamental.
For God's sake,
Arnab,
please.
I don't
It's
think
not
this is,
enough.
I don't care for Piyush Goel's comments.
No, but let
the
Piyush
world
speak.
is hailing India with pride for this remarkable achievement.
Okay, fine.
Of inclusive growth.
Okay.
8% GDP growth.
Now.
140 million out of poverty.
Now. In the
It's an
manifesto
extraordinary
today.
success story.
In the
of our
manifesto,
government.
Sanjay
And the
Jha, you
people of
can't
India
dominate the
are going to
entire time.
repose faith in the Congress party.
Sanjay Jha, just a minute, please. Piyush Goel's turn to respond. Yeah, Derek O'Brien's finger is going to fall off the way he's raising it there. 1 second. But the question goes to Piyush Goel out here. Piyush Goel, employment is one issue under which you say labor-intensive manufacturing, textile, footwear, infrastructure, self-employment, employment. You've packed everything possible in. From tourism, agriculture, retail, infrastructure, housing, self-employment, employment exchanges. Was the idea to pack everything in? or was the idea to be practical? One second, Derek O'Brien,
I'm
please.
sorry, Arnab.
And by the way, the Rahul Gandhi...
Sorry, Arnab, we have a track record.
One sec. Arnab.
No, let Piyush respond, Derek. Let him respond. No, he has a minute to respond. Then he
Look at my track record. When I was in power as NDA under Mr. Vajpayee, I created 6 crore jobs. The BJP created 6 crore jobs along with its partners in NDA.
All of it
between
in
2000 and
agriculture.
2005.
All of it in agriculture. We have created self-employed.
Jobs in the next
we have
5 years.
increased casual wages.
This is NSS.
We have actually... 1 minute, the latest survey is 52 million. 52 million in 2004 to 2012.
Growth
let him complete, Sanjay.
2004 to 12.
Sanjay, he heard you.
Created 52 million jobs.
Sanjay, he heard you. He heard you. Let him speak.
In creating productive employment, in housing, in construction, in manufacturing, in industrialization. Look at Gujarat. Gujarat has provided more than 50% of the jobs that emerge out of unemployment exchanges. In the last 10 years, if about 1.5 or 2 crore jobs were created 10 or 12
get
years,
away with that absolute
50% of them came out of Gujarat.
Rubbish.
Second, the lowest unemployment in the country is in Gujarat. 1%.
What is your source of information, Piyush?
2012.
What's your source of information, Piyush?
What's your source of information?
I have data that tells me manufacturing has been stagnant. Employment has been 0% in Gujarat over 10 years.
Encourage tourism.
We're not discussing Gujarat.
Create new jobs.
We're not discussing Gujarat.
Low-cost manufacturing in India.
Derek O'Brien comes in 1 second. 2 minutes to a break.
I will focus on housing, creating houses for the poor. And I will create connectivity and infrastructure.
No, this is not
the
good.
4 pillars on which I
we have already done that.
India can create
Piyush, we have already done the right to housing, the right to health, the right to social security, the right to pension, the right to entrepreneurship, the right to dignity has all been done by the Congress party. You are a copycat party from A to Z. From A to Z, a copycat party. Thank you very much.
Please, let's not get personal, please.
Derek O'Brien are not going to sell.
Stop.
The people know the reality.
Arnab, all this, Arnab, this is childish. One calling copycat, the other giving a sermon on Gujarat. You call me for another debate, I'll debate with Piyush Goyal, Bengal versus Gujarat. Call me next week, we'll debate that. But on this manifesto and the big talk, growth is no good. It is jobless growth they've created. We want job-oriented growth, and let me give you one number. This is not a Trinamool number. MSME. MSME is where lots of jobs are. Please look at the Government of India numbers. Bank loans to MSMEs. Please look at all the states. Last year to this year, 105% one state has grown. Some of the other states have grown by 50%. Bengal, 170% increase in bank loans. Karnataka, 50%.
Then why do you say a cash trap?
So it has to be job-oriented growth.
Okay, 1 sec.
I will tell you that. That's another story.
All right.
Again, I'll give you that story.
Meghnad Desai joins the debate. Piyush Goyal and Sanjay Jha. Piyush Goyal and Sanjay Jha have to go. This has been a really hotly contested debate. Let me only say this. I'm very happy that finally we have discussed manifesto versus manifesto. Naresh Gujral, stay on. Meghnad Desai, welcome. Derek O'Brien, don't go. The Congress and the BJP guests have given us time till 9:40. I thank them for joining me, and I'm back in 90 seconds. Back in just 90 seconds. Now, 1 second, please. Let's go back to the debate. Ravi Shankar Prasad, Deputy Leader of the Opposition in the Rajya Sabha, top BJP leader, joining the debate with Rajiv Gara, who's getting set up there. I can see there's somebody in front of him just getting his audio line correct. Rajiv Gara, can you tell the gentleman just to move away? He seems to be taking away all the limelight. Yes, there you are, Rajiv Gara of the Congress Party. Kiran Shaw. I say Kiran Shaw is one of the only spirited, open corporates in India who speaks her mind on political issues. I've said most corporates run away from it. Kiran Shaw, thanks for joining us. Okay, Meghnad Desai from London. Welcome. You know, Meghnad Desai, you're like this person in Star Trek, you know, who says energize one day Mumbai, one day London, one day Goa. Nobody moves with the speed that you do.
Thank you.
Kiran Shaw, are you impressed? Is there something in the BJP manifesto which impresses you, something which depresses you? Let's start with you.
I'm running away.
Okay, Kiran Shaw.
Well, yeah. So let me start by saying that, I find that the manifesto has been very well thought through. I think there is good granularity in what the objectives are all about. I think any manifesto needs to show you a path of execution, and that is something which is in some way coming through in this manifesto, which gives me hope. I'm very pleased to see that they focused a lot on e-governance, leveraging technology, creating an e-backbone of digitized records, of creating that fiber optic network across the country so that every part of this country is e-enabled, so to speak. Now, of course, with all these kind of objectives, the whole success is going to be in executing on this. So we have to see how they execute, because as we all know, it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
But also what gives me hope is that they have focused on judicial, legal, administrative and police reforms. And I'm also very pleased to see that they have a whole section devoted to science and technology, which I haven't seen really focused on in most other manifestos.
Wow, what an endorsement. What an endorsement.
They've actually talked about big data and analytics.
No, I'm saying what an endorsement that Ravi Shankar Prasad is shocked today. He's never got an endorsement in his life from anyone on the Newshour, including me. And there he gets this loud endorsement about the granularity, detail, etc. Rajiv Gowda must be nervous, rather jealous. He's still getting his audio through. I'll ask him whether he's jealous after that. Meghnad Desai, what do you think? Let's get the experts in. Meghnad Desai, your take.
Well, the first important thing to say is that I welcome the fact that this election is being fought on economic issues, on growth, and of course also on governance, on technology, on creating jobs, and so on. So that is a central focus. And I think the BJP has matched Congress more than one for one in laying down a pathway to what they are going to do. And I think it's a very, very, very straightforward, creative path of creating infrastructure, improving governance, improving the technological background. And so, now we have to see that they implement very well. And one more thing I would say is that they will face a horrendous fiscal crisis because the last budget, the vote on account, obviously, is a very messy one. There's a huge deficit from past year. And unless somebody is very tough, they'll have a huge deficit next year. So the first task of BJP finance minister would be to get control over the finances.
You see, this
then
is
we shall be released to do the proper thing about growth.
This is what we missed, Rajiv Gowda.
But we must not forget
this is what we missed, Mr. Gowda.
Going to be
no, one second. We'll come to Ravi Shankar Prasad on this after the Congress. This is what we missed, Mr. Rajiv Gowda. This is what we missed, Derek O'Brien. Clear understanding of the issues. Now, if you made up your mind, then you haven't looked at the BJP manifesto. Can everybody be wrong? Can Meghnad Desai, Kiran Shaw, are they all biased? Rajiv Gowda?
We have.
No, Rajiv Gowda, they speak about infrastructure, governance, technology.
Arnab, let me point out.
Yes,
let me point out that. Many of the points that they make in their manifesto are not based on sound economics. They talk about addressing fiscal deficits. They come up with a variety of programs how are they going to fund that? They talk about interventions in a variety of sectors of the economy. How are they going to fund that? They talk about providing 50% more
Congress asking questions on how funding.
Cost.
Congress asking questions on funding. How ironic.
Further inflation.
Congress party asking questions on funding.
Many of those.
Wasn't Sonia Gandhi? Didn't Sonia Gandhi stand up and say, I don't care where the money comes from, we've got to do it?
They seem to have been sleeping over the last 5-10 years. When we installed the Skill Development Corporation, when we put in so much into public-private partnership, where were they? What were they doing other than obstructing us? There is no manifesto here. There is just a camouflage for the Hindutva agenda
let's not bring everything down to politics, Mr. Gowda.
Modi stands for, which is being revealed through Amit Shah.
Ridiculous.
No, one sec. Meghnad Desai says ridiculous. I think we get the BJP that Ravi Shankar Prasad, you heard 3 strains of argument.
Well, he's
something you'd like to add to what Rajiv Gowda said? Ravi Shankar Prasad.
Congress must admit they made a mess.
Can I come in here or no?
Not this side. You are aware that India is the second fastest growing economy in the world.
Rajiv Gowda, Ravi Shankar Prasad is responding to you.
First of all, let me tell you, Arnav, today two independent voices who have been critic also, and I respect both Madam Majumdar and Mr. Desai immensely personally. Today, critics of the BJP have also found very good words in the manifesto as a good roadmap for the recovery of India, recovery of India's economy. You know, Mr. Devagowda is a reasonable man, I know him very well. But if today he is also talking in this manner, it only shows the desperation to which Congress has descended because of the emergence of BJP as a likely party going to win under the leadership of Mr. Modi. You know, the larger issue is, Arno, I'm very happy you laughed yourself. They are telling from where the money will come. Colgate, Railgate and what not happened. Let us not talk about that. What is manifesto is important. One is a fiction, a castle in the air. One is a promise backed by performance with your conventional record in the past. And yes, two issues have been raised by Madam Majumdar and Mr. Desai, Lord Meghnad Desai. Let me tell you, it will be delivery. It will be performance. And when the country's growth rate is 4.6%, why is it Gujarat, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Goa are notching 10% plus?
Bihar, you missed out Bihar.
Narendra Modi rightly said today. Yes, agreed.
You missed out Assam. Assam is also doing well.
All right, we will wait for May 16th.
No.
But on a larger issue which is very important, what did Narendra Modi say today? He said, my commitment to the country, I will not do anything for it myself.
No, that's
I'll
all.
work very hard. And the twin plank is development and good governance.
Well,
that's what Narendra Modi shows the country. That gives an indication of delivery and promise.
Okay, counter from Mr. Gowda. Not convinced yet. Mr. Gowda, quickly.
The UPA government gave us 10 years of leadership, 8 years of spectacular growth, 2 years of post-global recession, second highest growth rates in the world. All right? So none of this matters.
No, why didn't you?
Mr. Prasad is talking about. Basically, what matters is what we've done. And delivered to the poor of India.
What poor of India? You keep talking.
Laws that have empowered them. We have brought 14 crore people out of poverty.
14 or 15? Be sure. Rahul Gandhi said 15.
Rural India.
Rahul Gandhi said 15. Figures say 13.8.
Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad conveniently ignores. He conveniently ignores in his, in his joy over opinion polls that are going to be proved wrong on May 16th.
Well, let's have a very, very specific argument. Let's pick up one or two other issues, right? Kiran Majumdar-Shaw and Meghnad Desai. Let's pick one. No, one second. Yes. Let's pick up the issue of industrial growth. Should we pick up industrial growth or manufacturing?
On Kiran Majumdar-Shaw, on what?
No, pick up agriculture.
On one point on what
rural
Mrs.
India,
Kiran Majumdar-Shaw said. Only 1 point. Arnab.
Derek.
1 point to respond to what both Lord Desai said and Ms. Kiran Majumdar-Shaw said. They both made the points which I want to build on that. Ms. Kiran Majumdar-Shaw said there's a lot of talk in that manifesto about e-governance and the e-route. Yes, there is there's talk about it, I've read it. The example I want to give you is one state in India has total e-governance. Only one state. No, you listen to me. Or no, please listen.
Now, are we talking about Bengal or the BJP?
The point is, no. Please understand, you have to look at, because I think the BJP and the Congress are both on these television channels trying to put a spin.
No,
so even when
we are talking at a national level,
and Lord Desai are speaking, I'm talking at a national level. 4.9 is the national level.
Okay, so Ms. Shaw wants to respond to you. Ravi Shankar Prasad laughing. Why are you laughing, Mr. Prasad? No, Mr. Prasad, why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? You discount his figures?
Mr. Prasad has written it today. We wrote it 3 years ago.
Okay, fine. So he's responding to you.
We have implemented it.
3 minutes left. He's responding to you. Yes, Mr. Prasad.
Can I speak also?
My good friend Derek is a very valued colleague in the Rajya Sabha. I have great regard for him. At times his great fun and interventions of his previous professional avatar, which I did not say, now he's a senior leader of his party, makes me laugh, and I laugh only because of that. But what is important is, you talked of economic revival. India's manufacturing is in a critical state. right from banking reform to taxation reform to attracting investment to giving a timeline for clearance to giving a big manufacturing hub in India, a larger infrastructure growth rate, next generation infrastructure growth rate, all we have promised. And let me tell you, India needs infrastructure, India needs investment, India needs manufacturing, India needs proper small scale, medium scale industry for generation of more reforms. India needs tax stability in a very bigger way. So our whole plan of economic revival is indeed
Naresh Gujral.
A transparent,
Naresh
policy
Gujral.
Non-corruption.
Kiran Shaw wanted to respond. Naresh Gujral wanted to come in, but Mr. Gujral, before I come to you, I heard you there. I just wanted to let the question is believability. Kiran Shaw. When the Congress party says manufacturing, we want to implement the national manufacturing policy cleared by the cabinet in 2011, failed for 2.5 years, rediscovered by Anand Sharma in 2013, still hanging there somewhere unimplemented. Question is, who's going to believe you, Mr. Gowda? You got your turn, you failed. No, who's going to believe you? The question is purely of believability. Believability. That's all. Kiran Shaw.
And they are getting into place. Various mega infrastructure projects have been kicked off.
You admitted you failed it.
You are going to see the benefits of that over the next
you admit. Kiran Shaw.
Hardly.
Kiran Shaw, believability.
That are on,
all I want to say, Arnab, I just want to say that if you look at all these discussions we are having, everyone is aligned on what needs to be done, okay? And I think if you look at the focus that people have on e-governance, on infrastructure development, on job creation and what have you, I think everyone today is aligned on all these issues. I think the question is, why hasn't UPA done it in the last 5 years? I think that is really the question people are asking.
Precisely.
And today, I think we are going to look at BJP to see how we are going to do it.
That's all. Yes, Naresh Gujral. Believability being the issue here. 1 minute on this part of the debate. Mr. Gujral.
Arnab, the main point is everybody talks of job creation. Everybody talks of making India a manufacturing hub. But all this is possible only if we bring in labor reform. Nobody is talking of that. No political party will talk of that in its manifesto, because that does not win you any votes.
No, 1 second.
I only hope that after the elections there will be some kind of a national consensus on this very, very important subject.
Yes, Meghnad Desai. I think that's absolutely clear. You can do all this only when you bring in an amendment to labor laws through the Industrial Disputes Act, on which the Congress could not get any consensus in the last 10 years. Yes, Meghnad Desai, final word.
I think the idea that I've heard that the BJP talk about is that the labor law reform would be made a state subject, so different states can advance on the labor legislation front at different paces. I would prefer a national labor reform policy, but you cannot have manufacturing growth without labor reform. No way. And Congress has refused to have labor reform all these years, and I think time has come now to break that barrier and have labor reform.
I only sense here that nobody is saying Congress is bad, BJP is good. Question seems to be, we gave Congress a chance. Let's give the BJP a chance and see how they implement. That's the sense I get from Meghnad Desai and Kiran Majumdar-Shaw. It's not my view, it's theirs. Derek O'Brien disagrees. He wants Mamta Banerjee to get a chance. And thank you very much for joining me on this debate. I'm back on the other side. The debate continues at a political level.